Hello guys, with Ashley on the show. We are doing more of the Final Fantasy 14 Realm Reborn live stream. We'll go turn. Why does it take so long? Let's do this. Let's have a look at you, shall we? As long as you're this well covered, I will feel guilty throwing you into the shark. There's 12 buccaneers are little ordinary lot. They rage in love for the sea and care little for the laws of the land. But they respect strength, but they look you. I say you have little trouble getting their attention. Tell me you're not been idle since last weekend. I hope I read you alright. I have a task that requires the attention of a capable adventurer. Might that adventure be? Good to hear. Then I shall lay before you the story's tale. You will have heard rumors of the abduction. Citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Linsalo Limsa as if plucked from the face of Idalin boots, all by an unseen hand. And what this got to do with Summerfold Farm? You might ask, well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of right unsavory fellows within Azure tattooed face has been creeping up the edge of the field and spying on my yeoman. I doubt anyone would enjoy being synchronized by such savages at the best of times, but the farmhands are convinced that they're the kidnappers of rumor come for their hides. Needless to say, they're besides themselves and worry their work suffering for it, which is the very last thing I need when my old crewmen are still getting used to their new job. It is a struggle to get them to leave the farmhouse of a morning. That is, as they say, where you come in. Would you be willing to investigate a tattoo thug for me? Good. Good, lass. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, sooner this place will start to resemble a work farm again. I suggest you begin by having a look around Seasong Grotto, and reported to be believed our local visitors have occupied a path. Be careful though. Beto, I couldn't say for sure what manner of miscreants we're dealing with here. If they are the kidnappers, well, you be on your guard, alright? Little piece of crap. We're about to enter in battle. This battle only occurs during certain quest limits.
I am the waves that bear. I am the winds that guide. I am the evening stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die. Thus reads the sailor's requiem, carved into yonder stone. Such words well describe the manner in which the citizens of Limsa Lominsa live their lives. It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea. Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms. I thought myself on the trail of the kidnappers, but it would seem I have missed my mark. Or perhaps not. As I suspected, the etheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence. Nor is it a coincidence that the two of us should come here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked. But who stands to benefit from the keeping of this secret? Oh, such thoughts must wait. Let us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
Hear, feel, think. Crystal Bearer. I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. Shine thy light on all creation.
I do pounding for all creation.
Awake again, are we? Aha! The poor creature's fury was kindled with cruel forethought. See this blade? I found it in the Gubu's back. I have seen knives of this kind before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope. It would appear our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion, piratical being the most probable. In any event, you seem much recovered from your sudden affliction. I confess, I was rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of ether? I beg your pardon. A towering crystal. I'm sure I don't... Oh! Well, well. This has been a day of unexpected revelations. I must continue my investigation. In the meantime, I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron, along with a warning concerning the pirate's probable involvement in this murky business.
Why?
That's one of the expansion.
The days ahead promise little rest, I fear.
How are you guys doing? I see
May
two
our
people
paths
watching.
cross again, under the light of the crystal.
No, you don't. Okay.
How y'all doing? Let's go back.
Say hi to a tofu!
You ugly cat. Tofu, stop playing with your shit. Get your shit together, cat. Right, glad I see you're safely returned. My lads are all grabbing about hearing what sound like all seven hells breaking loose near the grotto. I fear I sent you to your death. If you were in the middle of that commotion, I hope I'll yield something of interest. I hate to think you risk your life or not. A blade put on the back of a creature you saw at the cave, eh? I agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these Rathans are pirates come to lure my farmhand back to life of plunders. Chances are they didn't take kindly to your appearance on their doorstep and set a maddened booble on you. Hey, the pirates have been adding to their numbers of late. I best warn the lads and lasses of my employ to be on guard against teams. And you met someone else at the grotto, a woman with a strange contraption, eh? Ah, yeah, Tola. She's been in Limsa for a good while now. Her studies of the ether often bring her out to Summerfold, so her presence at the grotto is hardly She's an odd-looking lass, I grant you, but she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers. You may take my word for that. Word trust should be lacking in those yeomen of mine who have yet to wholly relinquish their pirate's path. The temptation of to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer may prove to be strong to resist. If you have my things to be done, if it weren't for the efforts of steward adventurers like yourself, this farm would be in a worse state than it is. Just you keep lending your talents to those in need, and help bring Limsa the brighter futures that she deserves. Up in arm as a hard hand, where to be. That sea sloth Severin has his lot never around when there's work to be done. Soon hire you for the sake of getting things done, but then the rapscallions will never learn. Call them on, let them know that a worm would like a word and won't take no for an answer. Alright, can't work. When me hands full of this blood, you know. Eventually me last kill, you never guess what I'm drinking. Oh, wine. Oh, you're right about that as well, Par. I reckon I might be a day doing Sowards chores if it'll pour me a taste of proper grog. Hurricane is I. Fertile new lands for Silverfoot Barn, but best describe this file. That's how a botanist is supposed to accomplish field work without a field to work in. Wash up pirates are well and good when you want to kill, pillage, and plunder, but not when you need it. Wow. Lone-hearted culturist such as myself hardly strikes fear in the hearts of monsters, but your glad is such that I believe you might. I'd be much obliged if you could rid the field of some many goers with 5 viewers of sprouting creature roaming about. I'm sure I can return to work. I'm serving you to tell you to own that errand girl now. Tell my dear old captain not to wet his britches. I'll be along. Oh, and just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find the truckable you rolled in on and right on back.
I don't think so.
What? No. Get away.
You're not even looking.
Yeah, go away. You put too much on. Yeah, you did look in the mirror.
Should I take some off?
That has paint on it, but go for it.
Everything. Is that better?
So Stone sent you, and what do you recognize?
Hi, Zemo.
Very good speak. Yes. I'm right, didn't you? Where I've been taking off from my lo-fi gardener. I suppose I could see what he wants to get off my back.
Everybody wants to see him eating that.
I don't think I can see him on that side. It's just front camera. What do you want, Patty? No one loves you.
You constantly want to go outside.
Yeah. Axes were made for splitting skull, not stomping. You know what I did in my singling day? Finishing? You bet your boss and I did last and those were the days. I reckon now I have to be satisfied taking my axe onto the trees. How am I supposed to work until an empty stomach? Go on, have a guess what I have for breakfast. Breadsticks. Oh god, how do you know? In my breath, I probably smells wooden as the food tastes, but I know why you're here. Just soon get some real food in me, but I ain't one to reject the stomach from Captain. So how about that? You already done more than the whole lot of sea slugs combined. I have only they spent half as much time providing their worth as they do talking about it. You didn't press last, all but servant are accounted for. It's no fault of yours, he screamed out. I've let that wormwood go through my fingers more times than I can count. But rest assured, the next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt where all such worms belong. When I reached the Lantel Ground checkpoint as plans me to say, but all the guilds in the world can pay my loyalty. There are some like you who can be trusted, but then there are others. So now I had no choice but to rely on the charlatan servant, even though I am full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once I heard tell of improper training with goblins. I would like the least surprised if they were happening right now. Right a bell ago, a sacrilege vanished as this servant. I want you to find and confront that bastard for me. Vito, I'm sure there's long about a foot. So be sure to doubt anything that comes on out of his mouth. Also, start. What's this now? Stove was sending you for the oranges, huh? So the old bugger had known all this time. Ah, what does it matter anyway? This is you one those goody adventure type, right? So don't rescue me, mate, for those double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire. Little rascal. Dodo would have been cooked Dodo. You saved me, mates, and for that I owe you. Suppose I should be ashamed I could clean up my own mess. But pirates know no shame. I have no qualms about going back on my words. I only given you this back because I had to cut off your ship. Take it to Ocean and send him my regard. nothing there. Then background check. But very good. What have we here? Delivery from Summerfold Farms is scheduled. There's first time for everything. Over. Well, look at that. Not a single one missing either. About the only thing not here are those bagmen, and I don't miss them one bit. Here, 7th payment is full with you. I can trust it'll reach him. I hope to assure safety of welfare a La Telegram checkpoint by running the area of its dangerous diseases, and more and more travel passes through these caves, bloodied and bruised each day. They tell me the Yorzons harry them at the road. It pains me to do nothing, but we need every man we just to hold the garrison. You would do so all greatest favor were you within the Yazan population for us. If you could clear it out, say 3 other nests, we all be in your debt. We'll do that. Yeah, kill them all. The man, my other quest done. Poor lost lamb, your succulent meat is everything to me. Holy shit, hot. High crafting material. Good job. Sphere. Oh, so you did for the Valken. Every passenger through owes you a debt of gratitude. Tigran is a vital stronghold. One of the Maelstrom will defend themselves had they the means. The fleet is spread too thin, which is why the Yellow Dragons have been called in. Our numbers are hardly extinguishable, and your help goes a long way towards preserving the peace. Back in one piece, that's a relief. How did you fare, Tobito? This is what I was aiming for. Look to be I was all alright, though I'd be telling you false if I claim I had not killed out more hope for a servant. I was even willing to overlook the scrimmage on the top, but to settle us all short in favor of those god-forsaken goblins. You do well to mind yourself around that two-guild cheat. If he leaves his old mate for dead, there's no telling what he'll do to you. To improve yield of his newly plowed. Last, at this rate, the crop will never be ready for harvest. If only we had black loam just a bit, could send our stocks soaring. I bet Holo Towada knows where you might find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit in the orchard. My potions are in short supply at Tiller's Rest, and Summer hopes to remedy that. If you headed to Tiller's Rest, I have a favor to ask you. Pirates have been always from sea for too long, and their broken hearts turn to bloodshed for solace. A full supply of medicine lasts barely a week. You could buy a high potion and take it up to Wide Olive base. Also save some lives. Let's go get my upgraded familiar carbuncle. Artisan Guild. I can give Master my wishes to perform me an important task. You seem tired, Kasumi. Are you sleeping properly? One reason can't suffer without sufficient rest and recuperation. Should you deem yourself the fit for duty, pray make your way down to the practice floor for seeing Pella has requested you accompany her and other official inspection. There's however a requirement for your participation. Of course, you will explain the situation. Okay. Quest accepted. I was beginning to think I miscalculated Kasumi. Thank you for coming. I will soon be boarding a trade vessel suspecting of smuggling. All merchant ships that takes us of some of the lesser parts are subject to inspection by Nalaven's gate assessors. It is routine and performed daily. In that case, a smuggler, however, there is 75% probability of encountering resistance, thus I would appreciate your company during this assignment. It is known now that we must discuss the requirement of which you were informed, though I have full confidence in your material expertise. It is imperative that you first acquire the ability to summon Topaz Carbuncle. Such knowledge will be released to your contingent on your acceptance of this duty. Yes. Very good. An arcane entity given from by the Topaz geometry excels in defensive techniques. With such an ally at your command, and the potential for injury, even the most brutal of battles can be significantly reduced. Indeed, we cannot conduct these dangerous spot inspections without his support. Please return to Mistress Topnorgen and inform her of your precipitation. I will join you once I have completed some final adjustment to my tactical formulae. You have agreed to accompany the force here, and I shall gladly instruct you in the use of Topaz Carbuncle. Think of this entity as a shield, and be sure to interpose between you and your enemy should be the inspection turn sour. Summon number 2. The missionary, Gilsfriend, and Astrid are sure to assist with inspection. Both are old hands when it comes to escorting Kella during her more dangerous duty. Well met, Kasumi. My spells are at your disposal. This won't be the first time expecting trouble, but as long as we follow the Force Hero's tactics and keep a clear head, we'll come through just fine. Morning Star is preparing to dock in Elport. We will meet our first challenge. However, before we even board the vessel, it is almost certain that the merchant ship has hired a thug or two to cross us up here. I get probably 98%. The crew wishes to avoid attacking us on the deck. You guess that would all be trying their criminal intention to the world at large. Now, once we do manage to clear the rails, we will face a deck crowd with armed sailor. For a small party such as ours, the most effective strategy will be to incapacitate individual foes as swiftly as possible. Each opponent will down and one less weapons raised against us. It is imperative that we do not allow ourselves to become tangled in multiple drawn-out skirmishes, lest we be overwhelmed. I call this stratagem hammerfall. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one situation into the desired reality. Keep those words in mind. Assuming this time we depart, let us regroup before the main gates of Alport. Let's summon number 2. Yeah, let's go past, motherfucker. That'll be it for today. Thank you guys for watching.